Hey, with you.
Cognac. That girl lipstick. That boy Cognac. Don't talk about it all. Yeah. We done ran through it all. Yeah. Lipstick. Cognac. Lipstick. Cognac. That girl lipstick. That boy Cognac. Yeah. We don't talk about it all.
What's up, guys?
Make
What
sure
is
you drop where
up?
you're coming in from. Maybe your city. Give us some likes, some love, share, comment, let us know.
Share and comment.
This is
and
going to be a very
enjoy
serious
people
topic
on.
today.
Yes, this is going to be a good topic today, actually.
Yes.
Going to talk about some good things. Hopefully, open some people's eyes today and let them realize what's going on to be more cautious when they want to engage in sex with people, right, Lipstick?
Yep.
So they won't be getting the lip and the stick.
Don't be do not blaspheme my name in the sake
Because
of
we want to
topic.
make sure that you guys really understand of this topic. Once the music gets shut down and we going to get this thing on the road.
You just rambling now.
If
Just
this y'all
don't
first
hush.
time coming in,
Just look cute.
please drop a heart. If this is your second time coming in, please drop a black heart so we know that you watched it for the first time.
What did you say? What did you say?
Y'all pray for Lipstick because I'm really about to do some damage.
If it's a lawyer out there, make sure you hit me up. We have the footage. I like you in these little colorful jackets you've been wearing lately.
I know. I got them from Plato's Closet. I'm
You
lying.
probably got it from somebody's closet, huh? The rainbow closet.
Yes, but guys, please come and we watch it from. Please share the live. Please invite your grandma on. Please pipe people from Jack, Grinder, Plenty of Fish, Tinder, Christian Mingle, Facebook, whoever. Bring everybody on here. It's going to be a good show today. Sponsorship. Yes. So, as you all know, we're going to start this now. So let's do the classes now in session. All right. So, going to let Lipstick go. I'll start with her little
was waiting on the
intro.
bell.
Come
I was
on.
waiting on the classes session, babe.
Where's the bell? Oh, you said hello. Class is now in session.
Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl, Lipstick.
And I'm your boy, Cognac.
And together we make up the dynamic duo, Lipstick and Cognac.
Yes, we do.
This is your part, Cognac.
Yes. And you can follow this dynamic duo on Facebook and Instagram on LIPSTICKANDCOGNAC. That's Lipstick and Cognac. You can follow us on Twitter at Lipstick_Cognac and on YouTube, Lipstick and Cognac page. You can also watch us on rollingout.com/Lipstick and Cognac. Bam.
We hit everything.
We sure did.
So how was your week?
My week was actually bomb. I want to make a very, very angry thing
Okay, hold
from
up.
my
We
apartment
should start with
complex.
me.
No, I'm going to say I'm going to say what I got to say. When you are trying to move in, people, please keep in mind, you don't know what people's circumstances are because I'm trying to move to this apartment complex. I am OD over it.
Bet you won't call them out.
Because it's been going on for
I bet you won't call them out.
15 days. I am not in my apartment. And I don't understand. Like, I came in there. It was bugs everywhere, like spider webs. My vent is not done. My mirror, like it's in a horror film. Like, it's horrible.
A
like
horror film or
horror
a
film. I said what I said. Leave me alone.
I was just wondering.
Anyway, bye wig.
I did
Bye wig.
not.
Bye
Let me
wig.
tell you something.
She thinks she cute today because you
Y'all
got her
might
little
have to stop these
outfit.
cameras for a minute because it's about to be some
It ain't about to be
action.
nothing. Class supposed to be
I
in
didn't
session.
do it with your apartment. I'm just trying to make sure that you get some rectification or whatever.
I need some recommendations.
Whatever the word is.
Yeah, but honestly, I am not happy. So y'all, please pray to God that I will be in my apartment by Tuesday. That's my rant.
When were you supposed to be in it?
On the 15th.
No,
I know.
No, when was the original move-in date?
No, not. I'm not. That was for the other apartment before
Okay,
this one.
gotcha.
This one, it was supposed to be the 15th. What is
Of
today?
November.
Of November. What is today? The 27th. And I paid my money on Friday. I need that check back.
Okay. Other than that, how's your week been?
Horrible. That's what I'm telling
Well,
you.
my week has been awesome. I enjoyed a lot of Thanksgiving food. I cooked a vegan Thanksgiving dinner. Shout out to me for my culinary skills.
Vegan?
I still got, yeah.
So you
everything's
ate
vegan.
grass
No.
for Thanksgiving.
I cooked macaroni and cheese. That's the only thing I got to perfect. Macaroni, I cooked collard greens, I cooked dressing, and then I made some fake vegan ribs. That was all right.
Okay, girl, you're boring.
Yeah, if you get it right, yeah, because the sauce was really hitting.
That sounds boring and nasty and disgusting.
I bet
Vegan ribs.
Yeah, you might not
Vegan
like them.
ribs.
My husband didn't care for the texture, so but they were
It's
good.
beans.
It's not beans. It wasn't beans. I made them with
It
wheat
ain't
gluten.
nothing to talk about.
They're called seitan. They were seitan ribs.
Ooh,
But either way,
Jesus.
like I do that every year. I make everything vegan, and then we go to all the houses where he can get some regular food because my husband is so not vegan. I'm not vegan either, but I do a vegan holiday every year since we got married.
She vegan because
I'm not
she
because
wants
I
to be
test some wings
vegan.
up every now and then. So
But you be eating all other kind of stuff, right?
I'm more of a pescatarian to be honest.
Really, honestly.
Because I do eat fish.
Yeah,
eat
because
salmon.
I can do that. I could be, how you say that word? Because I can't say it.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
There you go. See?
Hey, look at me. Speech.
I should have been a speech therapist. Anyway,
Girl, you get fired because you get on my nerves sometimes.
it doesn't matter. I bet I get you to say it right.
You get on my nerves sometimes.
But you love me. Okay, so anyway, back
Okay,
to the
you
topic
forgot
for
to,
today.
Get that together.
We
Yeah, I'm
don't
calling
do
you
that.
out.
We don't do that in the beginning. I already
Yeah,
went
we
past
do.
that. So today we're going to talk about a serious topic that we're going to try to make it a little fun: dating and STDs and STIs.
Yes, this is gonna be. Oh my God, it's so serious because people.
And what we're not going to do is call people out. Let me tell you
Yeah,
that.
we don't do that.
So if
Please
you in the
don't be
comment
at
area,
nobody. I'm about to help you out.
we don't
sis.
want to know who
Don't be
burned
doing
you
that,
in
please,
'94.
because we are not about to do that, boo boo kitty. You're not finna at nobody. You're not finna say so and so got me this. This is not that type of show. But hey, please get out the comments. If I will delete it.
After he read it and be like, ooh, and look that person up.
No, I'm not that messy.
He is that messy. But so Cognac, do you have anything to say? Like, how do you want this conversation to go? Because when we originally thought about this topic, the original topic was going to be dating with an STD or STI.
Well, it can go all kinds of
But
ways.
neither one of us have an STD or STI.
Well, I'm not gonna say I never had one
I said
before.
have
right
as
now,
in present
no.
tense.
Because one thing about me, Cognac,
There
I'm
he
very
go,
real.
TMI.
I'm very real, and I mean, it happens to the best of us.
It does.
Women have yeast infections all the time.
That's not an STD.
Well, that's nastiness. All that.
It's not. That is a
cottage looking
pH.
cheese.
It looks nasty, but
It's
that's a pH
nasty.
balance.
And I'm pretty sure
imbalance.
everybody having sex when y'all have y'all
You'd be
yeast
surprised how many
infection on.
women that they don't find out until they have a yeast infection or a BV infection. Because a lot of times you can have a yeast infection and don't even know. You know what? Let's stick to the anatomy that you know about instead of the
I'm just
anatomy that
letting
you
you know.
don't.
So all I'm about to say is it happens to everyone. But honestly,
Because I can't believe you brought up yeast when you're talking about an STD.
I can say what I said.
Even though you can't get a yeast because of someone who is unclean after having sex, but an STD you
Isn't
can
it
eat.
isn't
You
because
can
of
drink
pH
too
because
much
say
too
like they're
weekend,
cheating
on a weekend.
Say like they're cheating on you. I was told, and I don't know how true this is, women get yeast infection faster if a man's having more sex than more than one woman.
Correct.
Oh wow. So you
And
can tell.
BV, you keep saying yeast, but BV is the one that really gets you. I mean, they
And
can
the
both
bad
be
thing about
irritating.
women, men can see it and like get nipped in the bud. Y'all can receive inside y'all walls.
And that's the thing, like a yeast infection, you may not necessarily know you have it.
Just what I'm saying.
Like the cottage cheese, if you have that, you will know. But sometimes you don't even have that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you may not know, and you like, wait a minute, what is this?
But honestly, how do you feel about people who have herpes and syphilis where you cannot see that?
Correct.
That is not physical. So do you feel like people with herpes and syphilis to tell them they have it?
Yes, I think
Because you
should-
can hide that.
You can't. I think you should tell it. And if you ask somebody and they tell you no, and then you find out on the back end that they knew they had it and then they lied, like that, to me, that's grounds for breaking up.
But some people leave just because you wear a condom. That
But-
you don't have to disclose certain things.
I get that, but herpes can be transmitted with a condom.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's skin to skin contact. You can kiss. You can get okay. So there are two different strains of herpes. You have simplex 1 and simplex 2. Simplex 1 is the one that you most commonly can see and just know because that's a cold sore,
Yeah.
right? And then you have the genital. That's herpes. That's HSV2. However, it has been found that HSV1 can be in your genital area,
Oh wow. You know what? I never seen.
and you can have both, and you can be asymptomatic and have it.
Oh wow.
So yes, I need to know. Even though, personally,
So
I
it
don't
can go through
think
the
that
condom, basically.
it can.
Okay,
'Cause
I didn't know
you
that.
can give HSV to a child, but just by kissing them. That's why a lot of people are really.
Yo, how they be trying to kiss on your baby? Don't be kissing your.
That's
damn
why a lot of
mouth on
people
my
don't.
Baby.
Exactly. Do not kiss my baby.
Don't kiss. Look, what's that? This the baby. Hey, your baby.
And then, like, even when I have people kids, like, because I love kids, and when they try to kiss me, I make sure that I do that little church turn. Because I don't want them kissing. I don't want you to get my germs. And not saying that I have it, but I'm just saying, like, they are so germy. First, I don't want to get y'all nasty baby germs because kids are just nasty. But it's just a good thing to teach your children, like, don't kiss people on the mouth.
You shouldn't kiss somebody on the mouth, period.
But people kiss their kids on the mouth, so children only
I
do
didn't
what
even
they're
want my
knowing.
mom and daddy kiss me on my mouth.
But you
when
don't
I
know how you
little.
was. You don't know how you was when you was 9 months.
I don't know how it was, but I got old enough to know, and I saw mama they kissed one time. I said,
I saw my mama eating an ice cream cone. I knew then. Honey, she put that whole king size cone in her mouth.
No gag reflex.
I was like, and you know, you so little, you ain't supposed to know.
Yeah.
I was like,
What is she doing?
she was like,
you go to class the next day. My mom made ice cream just spit in her
wasn't
mouth.
nobody gonna know that. Wasn't nobody gonna know that. I probably did like this to my daddy though.
What y'all got going on? Somebody said, tell Ma to spread eagle. No, they didn't. I don't even know, child. I just want to read it.
Oh wow, you just wanted to read that.
Let you read it.
But anyway, so back to the sexually transmitted diseases. And we've had this topic off air.
We
where
did.
I feel like when you are talking about herpes, so many people have it
And don't even know
and
it.
don't know it. That's one of those things. Like even if you have it and if you're asymptomatic, you may not even know how long you've had it. Like you can't even trace who you got it from.
For the people who know what that means, can you please explain that?
You have no symptoms. Like you've never had an outbreak.
Okay, let them just, yeah,
But
'cause
you have the
that's
antibodies in
special
your
people.
blood. So you may not ever know. And the thing is, if you do know, like as a woman, if it's genital, they will try to give you type of medicines and stuff when you're in your like third
It's called
trimester.
Valacor or something like that.
Valtrex and
Valacor, same thing.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not in the medical.
I used
This is
to
just
be
the
in it.
research that I've done. But the thing is, they'll give you that in your third trimester so you don't transmit it to your child, so you can't have vaginal births.
Mhm.
But it's so many. The thing is, unless you already know, it's so many people with it. They don't even.
But
test
let me
you
say
for
this
that.
though, honestly.
Wait a minute, hold on. So when you, as a mother, as a woman, when you are getting tested for all of this stuff that you get tested for when you're pregnant, that's one of the ones they don't test you for unless you tell them that you are high risk for it.
Oh wow.
So that's why I say that you may not need to have that conversation. Or I'm not going to say the conversation. That may not be a part of. It's like one of those little gray areas when you're talking about sexually transmitted diseases, because it can be transmitted sexually, but it can be transmitted by sharing somebody's towel.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it's that deep.
Check on the football players and basketball players.
I ain't got my comment on that.
But honestly
And if you
though,
were sharing toothbrushes, like, never mind, I'm not gonna go there.
I'm not gonna go there either.
But that's nasty. You use my toothbrush, you can have it.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if I don't have one, I'm going to use my baby's toothbrush. We're going to probably put some alcohol on it and make sure
And
some
at
hot
that-
water.
At that day, it would be your toothbrush.
Like I'm not finna not brush my teeth.
That's nasty.
What if you don't have a toothbrush though?
I just have to gargle, and we have to go to the store and buy one.
What if you don't? What if you're in a cabin and there's no store around? What if it's a snowstorm? What you gonna do? Not brush your teeth?
Gargle.
You gonna be yuck mouth? Oh, somebody said
Gargle.
towel. I would use my bae toothbrush. Because I don't get this. You kiss somebody in their mouth, you put some tongue in their mouth, you do oral sex with your mouth, and you say you cannot share a damn toothbrush?
You're right, because I'm not doing I don't eat salads and all that type of stuff. So to me, that's like tossing salads. So if you do that, yeah, but I'm
like,
not.
I don't get that. Like, how is
that
more nasty? You kissing somebody, you're putting your tongue in somebody's mouth. But when you kiss somebody, I like to lick teeth and all, and tongue. I like to suck tongue too. So I just want to know, is that not nasty? It's like using the same toothbrush?
I'm about to throw up in my mouth. Like,
I'm being honest. Now, you know how you kiss somebody. Y'all got y'all tongue in each other's mouth. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. To me, if it's the cleaner. So if that sounds nasty, it should be the same thing for a toothbrush.
If it's the cleaner. If it's the cleaner. We just had a funny picture in the background. If it's the cleaner, I don't want your cleaner coming in my mouth. No, that's like worst case scenario. The world about to end. Put it like this: if you use my toothbrush,
do you eat shrimp?
It's a bottom feeder. I already know where you're going.
Okay, so that's like eating a cockroach. It is equivalent to you eating a cockroach.
Well, they eat cockroaches in some countries.
Oh, see, people make
I'm not
excuses
eating cockroaches. You're not using my toothbrush. You is not. You is not. But you and Portia can have that. I'm
not gonna say I'm gonna do it all the time. What I'm saying is, if I don't have a toothbrush around and my bae has a toothbrush, I'm gonna use my bae toothbrush. It is what it is. If I can kiss you in your mouth and do all other kind of stuff to you, I'm gonna use your damn toothbrush.
I understand your logic. And
that doesn't make any sense to me. And people are like, "Oh my God, it's nasty." So don't you kiss nobody else in their mouth? Don't you do any more oral sex? And all that's nasty.
I'm gonna do all of the above, and I'm still not gonna let you use my toothbrush.
People eating vajayjay out here, and I just think that's just nasty.
That's because you gay. Like,
that don't mean nothing. I think I was outside eating over vajayjay. Like, it's like blood coming out of there.
Hold on. So you won't eat that, but you'll eat somebody's butt?
That can be cleaned. You got to put that monkey
all these Summer's Eves and commercials and all that type of stuff. And you talking about, well, he can fleet it out. You know what? Let's go. Come on.
Hey, guys, we're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to Lipstick and Cognac on rollnow.com. Say Lipstick and Cognac and Roll Now Facebook page to catch up what's coming up next. Ow.
I can't believe you.
What's up, guys? This is Lipstick and Cognac. Starting on Tuesday, you guys will be on rollnow.com and on our Facebook page, giving you all the tea you need for relationships. Here to help you out, man. Make sure y'all tune in from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to watch your favorite talk show, Lipstick and Cognac. Here with that dynamic duo. You don't want to miss Lipstick, Shadio Comics, and just Cognac Till Like It Is personality, man. It's going to be a great time. Make sure y'all tune in. Tune in on rollnout.com. This ROLLINGOUT.com. And also on Facebook, Rolling Out Facebook, man. It's going to be a great time. Y'all don't want to miss this. Great laugh, great talks, realness, truth. Man, we ain't really some expert. We know what we talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. Rollnout.com, man. Lipstick and Cognac. What's up, guys?
Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of adult conversation with an alternative twist, a no judgment zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
A rainbow,
or
or
a unicorn. So we're going to wrap this part of the conversation up because we had some interesting comments online that I want to get to, and then we're going to introduce our special guest
Wait,
today.
before you do that, let me say this because I did not get to say it.
Oh, my gosh.
So
you
I'm going
about
to say
go in
this
on
for the
women.
people who do have sex with people, right? And you don't ask them about their status or like their STD rates or anything. You are to blame just as much as the other person because if you are so willing to have sex with somebody, don't even ask them what they got. Why are you mad? Because if you was that quick to lay down with them, right, and you wouldn't worry about anything, you come back and catch something. Now you mad at the whole world, but you and that person raw and unprotected. Then about to make you do that.
What if you ask them, though?
If they lied, then that's grounds to get your ass whooped.
Okay.
But now,
see, you can say that because it's a dude on dude. But if it's a female,
it
you
don't
can't be whooping on no
matter.
dude like that.
Why you make everything gay and straight? It
No.
doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is, a
'Cause
a female can't whoop up on a dude. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, girl, now you getting okay.
No. I'm just saying. So what's the recourse for
Let's
women?
read these comments. Come on.
Okay,
honey.
so anyway, we have a comment out there from Monica. She said, "I'm not sharing my toothbrush, and if they do it, they getting their ass beat. I'm with you, Monica. You can have that toothbrush and these hands." She said, "That's effing nasty. Your toothbrush is for plaque, leftover food, and germs that are in your mouth.
But if
That's
you are,
that white people is."
but if you giving oral and all this kind of stuff, I mean, what do y'all? I mean, okay, we're gonna introduce our guest.
Hold on. We're gonna do him a right.
Yeah.
We're gonna end this, and then we're gonna have his take on it.
Yeah.
So end what you're gonna say, then I'm gonna introduce him.
Okay. All I gotta say is this: if you out here sucking peen, eating puff,
Not putting
kissing, doing all kind of stuff, please keep in mind that
It's an exchange of bodily fluids.
exactly. So I don't get it. So I put it in the same category as you brushing teeth.
I mean, nobody's saying
Because
you're
some people have
wrong.
some nasty ass looking mouths.
I know, and you talking about
And
not
they be
toothbrush?
and they be kissing these people.
Mm-mm.
I mean, one time this girl was very beautiful in high school,
And she had a
pretty,
yuck mouth.
and her mouth was dirty as hell. And that dude used to kiss her down.
Okay, so moving on, we have
Yeah.
a special guest.
So
Our
Let's
special
not.
guest today is Marcus of M. Jones 1986. He's a hairstylist here in Atlanta. Welcome.
hello,
Speaking to the microphone.
Yeah, speaking to the mic.
And tell the people
You
who
used
you
to
are,
it.
what you do. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not.
So tell the good people who you are, where they can find you, what you do.
My name is Marcus Jones. I'm a hairstylist here in Atlanta. I also sew on the side.
You do what on the side?
So I make clothes.
Oh, okay.
He does. It's beautiful.
You can find me on Instagram at mjones1986, and my clothing page is markantjones1986 on Instagram also.
And you also acting.
Yeah, I act, I dance, I sing.
He does it all. He did a Clark sister's hair.
I did Dorinda Clark.
I know that made your whole
I
life.
like live this kind of life. Hey. Ow. Shit. I really my pinky finger. Okay, talk. I'm about to cry.
So, Marcus, welcome to the conversation. I know you heard a lot of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
What are your takes, especially on the toothbrush?
Let me know. How do you feel?
I need to see. We're going to have this conversation on air this time.
I'm picky, so I wouldn't use somebody else's toothbrush.
Would you let them use yours and still use it afterwards?
No.
Why?
Because, like, it's a lot of, even if you take the toothbrush and, like, put it in hot water and all that, it's still stuff in there. When you take that toothbrush out and rinse it, it's still bacteria in there, deep inside the bristles, deep inside.
Will you share a bath rag with your boo?
No!
No, because I don't know what they got on them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, skin is sensitive.
Hold on. Let me say this. So let me just make sure I collect this right in my mind. We can have sex with these people.
Mm-hmm.
We can lick these people's bodies.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what y'all freak level is, but some of y'all freaky as hell. And y'all tell y'all won't share the same bath rag with your bae?
See, I won't have sex unless I take a shower.
I just feel like if it's something to clean you, how clean can it be if it already cleaned you?
I mean, some people use the same rag more than once.
But you
What
don't
I'm
know what they
saying
have
is
on their
my
skin,
germs.
if they-
Yeah, it's my germs.
That's the same body people kiss and lick on. Like, I don't get it.
See, that's why you would not born with a vagina, because you would probably be one of those girls that have recurrent yeast. Like,
I have a Offender.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
The picture got yeast.
Like, you
No.
cannot do stuff like that. Like, you can. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, Marcus, how do you feel about people?
What do you have to say about the whole
The
STD?
topic,
Yeah.
in general.
I feel like, what do you mean?
Like,
I
how
don't-
do you feel about people who STDs,
Who have STDs?
HIV, whatever? Like, how do you feel like how should that be disclosed, or should it be told, or not be told, or should it be a conversation somebody should have, or if they use a condom, should not be anything said at all? Like, what's your intake on all that?
Well, me personally, I feel like it's something that should be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you should tell a person they have a right to know. If you're gonna do something sexually, they have a right to know. And being in like the predicament that I am, I'm pause. I'm HIV pause. I'm undetectable, but I don't feel like catching nothing else. So if I'm dealing with you,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to catch nothing else.
Exactly.
And I always, if a dude hits me up or if a dude approaches me, and they approach me in a sexual manner, I'll probably be like, well, what is your status?
Mm-hmm.
And if they, like, I've been in a situation where they're like, well, what are you talking about? What you mean by status?
Mm-hmm.
So that means they're not having conversations. You're not having a conversation. You're not having those conversations with your friends. You're definitely not having it with yourself. And if you come at me sexually and I ask you that, that's a problem.
And you don't know.
Well, let me ask you this for the people out there: what does it mean to be HIV positive but undetectable?
Because some people really don't know.
They don't.
So what does that mean?
So it means that the virus is suppressed in your system. So it's a very less chance of you passing it on. So by you being undetectable, you can't pass it on to somebody else. But if you are detectable, you can pass the virus to someone.
So if you have unprotected sex with someone, there's a very low chance of you passing it on.
Yeah, there's a very, very low chance.
So it's almost like if it was two people that didn't have it at all. Not saying it is, but it's like low on that term.
Yeah,
scale.
it's low on that term.
Got it. Versus if you are detectable.
Right.
Got
If you
it.
are detectable, you're gonna automatically pass that on to someone.
So do you mind sharing a story how you got it?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Well, in
Okay, talking to the mic
Yeah,
because
talk
we
to the
need to
mic.
get this out
Well,
so
two-
people know.
Say some lies.
2013, I went to. I used to always when I lived in. I'm from Miami, so when I lived in Miami,
Okay, Dade County.
I'm.
City girls.
I knew.
So like,
Do you want to go free JT?
Free JT.
Right.
Yes.
So like, I just used to always go randomly get tested, just to go get tested. And the lady used to be like, "Why you coming here to get tested?" And I'd be like, "Cause I want to get tested." And she'll be like, "Why?" She'll be like, "You got a boyfriend?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I just want to know." And I just random. It was just a habit, and so I made it a habit. So when I moved here, I went and got tested 2013, and I went to Atlanta. And just to randomly go get tested. And I would say, okay, I'm going in here. I'm going to come out and everything will be fine because every time I go, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I had gotten a relationship. And so when I got in that relationship, we used protection. And then after a while, I felt the need that, okay, this is my boyfriend. I ain't got to.
Just like most relationships,
Right.
it evolves
I can
to
trust.
that.
You
yeah.
put your trust into somebody. You put your trust in somebody. But I went and got tested. And I don't know, when the lady came and she was like, can you come in the room? I don't know.
That's never
It was
good.
like my spirit was just like,
Yeah.
something is wrong. Because when she shut the door, when she shut the door, everything went in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
So everything went in slow motion. And I was just sitting there and she started talking and I was hearing her, but it was like, you know how in the movies where it seems like the person can't hear nothing. You see everything going on, it's going slow.
Yeah.
And her
Mhm.
mouth was talking and I was just like, she not saying this, no. Mm-mm. And then I sat there for a minute. And then she was asking me more questions, and I was just like, "Nah, this ain't happening." I thought it was in a dream. So when she told me to go sit in the lobby, and someone was going to come speak to me and get me to sign some papers so I can get into care immediately, that's when it started. It didn't hit. Well, it hit when I went in the room with the guy, and I saw like these little models of the HIV virus and stuff like that, and I was just looking around the room like,
Oh
I
my
went-
God,
they
they
got
have the
real
pictures?
fast.
they have like little models like models like when you go to school like little pictures
Like little picture of the planet and stuff like that.
yeah, like planets, how you have like actual models. They have
Oh,
a model
wow.
of like the HIV virus and stuff like that. And so I was just like, nah, this not happening. So once I signed the papers and stuff like that, I think when it hit me when I was leaving the building, when I was leaving Ada Atlanta and I left out the door and I was walking up the staircase to go to the parking garage, that's when it hit me. So when I went and got in the car, I was just like, beat myself up and ask myself, how can I be so naive and so stupid and stuff like that? And the lady knocked on the window and she was like, are you okay? And I was just like, I wasn't paying no attention to her. But she was just knocking. And I was just like, okay, this is real. I drove all the way to Lenox, stayed in the car for about 2 hours crying. And
so how important was you having friends around during that?
I didn't have any friends here in Atlanta. I had just moved. I was new here, so I didn't have many friends here. So
you were in a monogamous relationship at the time. How long were y'all together before this happened?
Yeah. How long would y'all go for y'all stop having?
No, before you got your status.
Yeah.
Probably the middle of 2012, going into 2013. So the middle of
Like
2012.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when did y'all stop using condoms?
I would say about a month or two before I found out.
Okay. So then, how was that conversation? Once you gathered yourself enough to go home, how was that conversation with him?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Because I know I would have been pissed off. Like, I got all these good results, and then now it's positive. Like,
so what happened was
bruh.
when I sat in the car for 2 hours at Lenox parking lot, I called my mom and I told my mom, and she was like, "What you doing?" She was like, "What you crying for?" Because usually if I cry, it's something, because I don't really cry like that. It got to be something major for me to cry. So I was talking to her, and she was like, "Everything gonna be okay." Da da da. And my grandma, she called my grandma. I was like, "Don't tell anybody. Just tell my grandma," because my grandma is a nurse and all my aunts are nurses and stuff.
Okay.
So when I told her that, my grandma called me and she was saying, "It's gonna be okay, the Lord." And I was just, in my head, I was just like, "I don't want to hear this."
Mm-hmm.
But I eventually got the car, walked into that Lenox, walked in Forever 21, and I didn't know I had grabbed a whole bunch of stuff from like this and throughout the store. I was just grabbing clothes. Like if somebody was like, "You got 15 minutes to grab everything you want and you get it for free." But as I was walking in there, I was supposed to transfer to that store from Miami, but I never did. So I was walking in and people was like, "Are you okay?" The management asked me I'm okay. And I called him on the phone and I was like, he was like, I called his job and they was like, I asked, "Can I speak to him?" So when I spoke to him, he was like, "What you crying for?" And I was like, "I just went and got tested and they say I'm positive." And his response was, "Well, now you got to take better care of yourself." In my head, I'm just like trying to grasp, like, did he really just say this?
He did that? He said that?
That's what he said.
Wow.
He said that.
But I mean, that's probably coming from
like
a place
he
of
already
ignorance.
had it?
He said it was so nonchalant, as if it was like,
He already knew he had something and didn't tell you.
Wait a minute. I thought he said he called his boss.
I called his job to speak to him, and when I spoke to him, I spoke to him. My boyfriend said that to me. He said, "Well," he was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I just went and got tested, and my results came back reactive." And he was like, "Oh, well, you're just gonna have to take better care of yourself." And I didn't know how to take that in, because for me, it was like, if you just got in a relationship with somebody and it hasn't been like a year or anything like that, you're gonna react a certain way. If you're negative and your partner's telling you, "Hey, I just went and got tested,"
that's making my blood boil really bad, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I had unprotected sex one time before, and I was in college, and I'm not lying. I'm gonna be real.
I'm talking about one time before. Like,
oh, child, come on, you know what I mean? Like, stop. No, but honestly, and I got called by the health department in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. They said somebody you had sex with had sex with somebody that has HIV. And I was like, and like Mark said, all you hear is like, did what? Like, you don't really, you just be going to slow motion. So she was like, "I need you to come down here ASAP." Because she been trying to call me for the last week. And I'm like, who is this number calling me? And then she finally left a voicemail and saying like, "This is, blah, blah, blah county health department. We need you down here, blah, 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 blah." I thought about throwing a prank on me. I said, "Who was doing?" I said, "You make a prank to come down here to whatever." She was like, "No," because I thought it was my best friend at the time. I'm like, "Oh, so this is serious." So she called me. I got there. I got tested. By the way, that was the scariest 2 weeks of my life. I was like, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I was like, I think I want to die. I was
That's
like,
how I felt.
I'm not gonna be loved anymore. Like I was just like all these stigmatisms that come. You like, guys, I'm like I feel nasty, yucky.
And you don't feel that like before you find if you be like for me when I found out my status, I was just like, oh, nobody didn't want to be with me no more. I felt like I was gonna die. I was like I didn't know. Somebody had asked me, they was like, if you ever become positive, how would you react? And I was like, I was like, you know what, I'll handle it because I'm grown. If I did what I did it. But when it actually happens to you, it's a whole different story because your mind starts thinking in
and
a certain
I think
pattern.
it was negative. And I one time to y'all, by the way, this is like my best friend, by the way. And I want to say thank you so for telling your story. I mean, one time I was in Atlanta and I got tested. And I was like with Mark, I was like, "What does it say? What does it say?" And he was like, "Why you had Andre said you should know better?" Like he was like preaching that.
Because I'm very adamant with my friends. I try to lecture them and tell them, "Hey, use protection. You don't want to be in my." Not saying that my predicament is a bad thing because it's not what it used to. HIV is not what it used to be, but I don't want my friends to go or family members to go through the emotional, the mental, all that kind of things.
Well, speaking of HIV in Georgia, one of the statistics that we have, Georgia leads the United States in HIV rates for adults and adolescents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And in 2016, Georgia's HIV rate for adults and adolescents was 31.8 per 100,000 people. And this is all according to the CDC. And this is what I'm going to say on this topic because I have had the privilege to be around you having conversations with a lot of different people that are inside of the LGBTQ community.
Do you agree with this Q stuff?
Okay, I got to get this out because we only got a minute. So I've had this type of conversation, and you have some people that think that since you have PrEP and all those different drugs out there available to you, that it's not a need to even tell people your status because they can clear it up on the back end or they can prevent it as long as they get on PrEP. And to me, that's just not doing somebody, that's doing somebody a disservice. We'll talk about that after the break.
Yeah, hey guys, we'll take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to RollNout.com/Lipstick and Cognac or Rollnout Live via Facebook. Catch up what's coming up next. Ow.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
This week on The Kitchen.
Yeah. The Kitchen. Yeah. Hold up. Tune in. Alright.
We got Translate.
I just wanna answer what y'all asking.
We got Gray.
Alright.
DJ DiBiase.
Alright. Yeah. Hold up.
Chef Chrissy.
Yeah. Hold up. Tune in.
Porcelain Gold.
For the Grammy, yeah, I thought you know. The Kitchen got the pictures and enjoy the show. Alright, well, that's the show, man. I thank y'all for coming. Then it was Thursday. Next time, I hope you can join us, man.
God blessing me often. I'm still living in the apartment. I know they keeping my deposit. I got burn holes in the carpet.
All I know is old. All I know is bold. All I know is stoves. Look this out the door.
Thank you for tuning in to RollingOut.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an Alternative Twist, a no judgment zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler, a rainbow, or a unicorn.
Okay, well, guys, I just want to piggyback off of your story, Marcus. I get you know, I get you and Mike mixed up all the time, Marcus, because I am guilty of not using condoms with my boyfriend. And you know, you think when you do have a boyfriend or whatever you're dating with somebody,
Or girlfriend.
You think that you should be able to trust them to not be stepping outside or doing unprotected things. So that's just like really an opener for me because, like I said, you are so adamant about all of us getting tested, use protection, and sometimes I fall short, glory
Right,
of
no,
the
cussed you out before
of the condom.
about it.
I think a lot of people do, especially if you've been in a
So,
relationship for a long
like
time.
I said, you don't think that.
And the thing is, trust is not enough. You never put your life in somebody else's hands. Trust is not enough. When it comes to sex,
So let me ask you this, though, because we left off on the statistics in Georgia. Here's another statistic that I did not say. Georgia, it was the only state with a rate higher than 30, meaning the 31.8 per 100,000 people. We were the only state.
Because you know what makes me mad? I think Georgia got this bad, especially Atlanta got this bad rap. Atlanta is not a city full of hoes. Okay, let's just make that very, very clear. Atlanta is not a city full of hoes. It's the people that move here that want to be hoe-ish that make it get on this bad.
That means
rap.
it's a city full of them. Then
No, but you get what I'm saying. Like the city of Atlanta, the people that actually live here, they're not hoes. It's the foreigners that move here and do that hoe stuff.
But if you move in here, you are now here, which means you're in the city
I just,
filling it
I-
up
it
with
just
your
makes me
wholeness.
mad
I
how
feel like it's not a Atlanta thing. It's a individual thing.
It is.
Because we all have choices.
But the thing is, you're here. So I get what you're saying. Like we're talking semantics. But
Right.
at the end of the day, if you're in an area, then it makes that area.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
You
that
see what I'm
really
saying?
like
So it
pees
doesn't
me
matter.
off.
But either way, Georgia is the only state with over 30. So I don't know how that works.
And the thing is, the reason why that's a big thing is because nobody is getting tested, and
Yeah.
people are being stigmatized because of your friend may say something around somebody, and you never know that your other friend might be paused or maybe wanting to go get tested, but you saying, "Oh, that nigga looks sick," or "This person looks sick,"
And
or
people
that.
say that all the time.
It stops
and
that person
It'll
from.
make it so funny, Mark, even with me noticing people who I know they have it, and they have the most negative things to say about people that have HIV. I be like, why would you say that?
well, we're
Some
talking
people,
about.
some people use it as a comic relief, but I feel like that's not.
It's not.
I don't think
cool.
that's cool.
I mean, we're harping on HIV, but there are other STDs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give y'all some statistics.
Oh, give it to us.
This is Georgia, just Georgia, and we only have Georgia because that's where we are. Guess where we rank for chlamydia nationally?
How?
Number 5. That means we are 5th in all the 50 states. We are 5th. It's 50 plus 2 colonies, but whatever it is. But 50 states, we're 5. They don't count unless, never mind. I'm not going to even talk about Trump. Number of chlamydia cases, we have about 63,000. Rate of chlamydia cases per 100,000 people. So if you get 100,000 people in a room, 600 and about 15 of them will have chlamydia. That's just for chlamydia. For gonorrhea, we ranked number 3 in the whole country.
Wow.
Number of chlamydia cases is about 20,000, 21,000. And if you have 100,000 people in the room, about 200 of them are going to have gonorrhea.
Wow.
We'll rank number 4 for syphilis.
Primary and secondary.
Yes, primary and secondary syphilis. And you'll have like 13 people out of that same 100,000. So in 2015, Georgia was ranked 6th for chlamydia rates, 7th for gonorrhea rates, and 2nd in the country for primary and secondary syphilis rates. So the good news is we're moving on down for syphilis, I guess.
Well,
Which is good.
That,
what I want to say
I
is
mean,
this,
we
people,
still top 10. That ain't
we
something,
have
that ain't a
to-
race you want to win.
we have to be more honest about what we have are going to get checked. Because some people, like, they don't get checked, they don't know. And they are okay with that.
And then some people are afraid to go get checked because of comments that other people make, or they're scared to go to this place or go to Aid Atlanta or this and that because, somebody gonna see me walk in or somebody gonna see me walk out. And the thing is, I feel like discussions
Because I feel
people need
like
to have
this.
discussions.
You can have sex with a person who wear a condom and be HIV positive. You would never know just because they wear a condom. And some people like don't have to tell anybody that because they do wear a condom, which is kind of messed up too. But then it's like, do you blame yourself for not even asking the person?
But see, the thing is,
you have to blame both parties because you
Yeah.
have to take responsibility for yourself and for your life, for your health.
and I want to go back because this is something very trivial that most people don't think about. But so when we were talking about the toothbrush, right? You know, you can't get a lot of like HIV and everything from sharing a toothbrush unless you have broken skin.
Right.
So if you have a broken, and that can easily be done. You could have flossed before. Now your gums bleeding, and you
Right.
can get it. You may not even know. Some y'all may have had protected sex, but because I use your toothbrush, now I have it. I'm just saying that may be an extreme case,
like
but
even,
you have
you
to.
can get
It
it
can
like
happen,
through
though.
oral sex, like by somebody ejaculating in your mouth and then you spit it out. Don't spit it out. You're just supposed to swallow it.
Oh, so you advocate swallowing now?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You
I'm not
said go
advocating.
swallow
I'm
it.
not, listen, I'm not.
Spit that on it now.
No, I'm not advocating. But the
Swallow.
acid in your stomach will. The acid in your stomach
Will kill the virus.
Right, but if you spit, because if you spit it out, it can get in your gums and like
But
you
if
said,
I
flossing and
heard
stuff like
from
that.
Lil' Kim, if you swallow too much, you get diarrhea. So you damned if you do,
I
damned
never.
if you do.
I never heard that
I
song.
never heard that.
But look, we got this letter. Let's go and read it.
Okay, so we can come back to this. Dear Lipstick and Cognac, I'm 36-year-old hopeless romantic male, which is keyword for gay,
No.
who is HIV positive. Ain't no straight dude gonna say he a hopeless romantic.
Some dudes.
Yeah.
That's a dude that's secure with himself.
You know
have,
what?
Yes, you have
See,
dudes
I
that's secure
I
with
got
themselves.
somebody that's here that's a part of the community. Everything's not
Your
gay,
best
sir.
I have a lot of
friend.
straight-
Your
no.
best friend.
I have a lot of straight friends. And some of them are very confident with themselves, and they speak how they, if they.
But that's your
feel a certain-
friend.
Yeah, but
And no
but it's still,
random
but it's still,
person
a, but,
gonna write in. I'm a hopeless romantic.
but it's still a
What is
straight
wrong
male.
with that? It's some straight men that like good movies. They like
Let's-
the romantic movies.
Let's keep
Read this
reading.
letter, honey.
Let's keep reading.
Go ahead,
I'm
honey.
36-year-old hopeless romantic male who is HIV positive, but I'm undetectable. My dilemma is that I don't tell my sex partners about my status if we use a condom. I don't feel like it's necessary for one-night stands. Now, if I see it going somewhere, I wouldn't mind disclosing my status. However, I just feel like I will never find love because of my status. So all I do now is hook up with women and men, gay, on dating apps.
He's bi.
Still gay. I
He's
I
bi.
understand he's bi, but he's still gay. Like he is bi.
He's
He is
bi.
bi.
He's bi.
But he like men. I knew he liked
He
men.
like women too.
Talking about
He
hopeless
do.
romantic.
But look,
Both of
and I
y'all.
want to say to this person, whoever you are, you will find love. Don't.
Hold on, we got that. We're gonna let you get that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to read
My
this.
friends and family doesn't even know about my status because of comments of the past dealing with HIV. I used to be the one laughing at people with HIV, and now I'm dealing with it. Do you feel like I should disclose my status for one-night stands? And do you think I will ever find love? I really do love what you guys do. Please keep up the good work. From a loyal fan.
Marcus, I'll let
Okay,
you
go
first.
ahead. Yes, the guests go first, Marcus.
I just want to say to whoever this may be, you can find love and you will find love. I also thought that I would never find love or anybody would want me until it took somebody to change my perspective. And when they changed my perspective, it was over from there. So you will find love and you should disclose your information, whether it's a one-night stand or whatever. You should disclose it. You have give that person the opportunity to choose. And when you do that, trust me, there's a lot of guys that will look way past your status and be like, okay, so what? So what, you're positive? They don't mind. They don't care.
Yeah.
I'll go last.
Okay, so I am in total agreement with our guest, Marcus. I think I will say, because I'm a strong believer of there's somebody out there for everybody. So there may be somebody out there who is looking for someone that is HIV positive to fall in love with as well. Or they could just be HIV negative and they still love you for you. Just the fact that you're honest. Like whatever your traits are that God gave you, somebody is out there to reciprocate. I just believe that God created us not to be alone, and there's always going to be a compliment to you.
True.
Whether it's male or female, because we don't know what you're going to end up with. But as for your status, I think you should say. Because this is something that if someone does not, this is something somebody could die from because they just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an unnecessary death because if you know, you can prevent it. So even if though it's a one night stand and it's really odd, and I'm always saying if they can't prove it, don't tell. This is a instance where you need to tell and let that person have that chance to say yay or nay.
I'm gonna say this: you dead ass wrong for having sex with people and not telling them about your damn status.
Yep.
For one, because you are playing with somebody's life, and you don't know that person got a wife at home, husband at home, whatever. Because people be lying about these stuff these days.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know he can bring that stuff to his girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. So it's very unfortunate that you do have HIV. Well, I'm not gonna say that because it's not a death sentence. I'm not even gonna treat it like that.
But I mean, nobody would choose to have it if they. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's unfortunate. I didn't want to use the word unfortunate.
gotcha.
You have it. It is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? It's a lot of messing out there. I know my best friend take it. He is healthy as a horse, and I thank God that he is.
Are you single?
I am very single.
Okay, so he is healthy as a strong back horse. Okay,
Yeah.
he honest. He curt. So get at him, Marcus.
But yes, but honestly
Marcus
though,
M.
like
Jones, 1986.
But it's a lot of things out here that can keep you here just as long as anybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell somebody now, what you're making fun of people, as what goes around comes around. You don't know what can happen. So when people are making funny jokes about things, be mindful. You don't know who's going through that, or who might, like Marcus said, might be scared to get tested because people are very mean. We do live in a very mean society right now. People are very judgmental. They think because of one thing they talk to you kind of way, that's be ugly to you. And you need to confide in someone. I think talking to somebody, letting somebody know your status needs to be said, because there's a lot of, you don't know what helping and talking to somebody can do for you. You need somebody who is going to listen to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also, just be the best. You are beautiful or handsome, whoever you are out there, fan. And it's love for anybody. I'm just being honest. I mean, look at these other people make babies.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap that up.
Just being honest.
That was
It's
Cognac's
love.
response.
It's love for everybody, Boo Boo Kitty. So don't let that discourage you because of your status.
So what I did want to say is, because we had an off-topic conversation behind the scenes, and I know this is about STDs, but there are STIs that are not necessarily a disease, but it can be an infection. And we harped on it a little earlier with like yeast infections and BVs.
Who that come from, women or men?
It actually can affect both, except BV. I mean, vaginosis. I mean, you don't have vagina. However, you can
Bruce
pass that
Jenner?
on.
Allegedly.
Right, and like
You
with,
can pass that stuff on sexually.
right, and like with one of my friends, she works in the medical field, and like we're at my house one night. You were there at my house when we had the conversation, and she was telling us, when you doing oral sex and stuff like that, you have VRE, MRSA infections that are passed through stool, MRS, yeah, MRSA infections that are So
stop eating the booty.
Stop eating vagina. Stop sucking.
And E. coli.
No, or
Salmonella, all of that. Like, for real.
yeah.
Like, I don't know when we became a society that harped on eating booty. I don't know if it came from the songs or whatever, but that is not cool. Like, no, dude, really?
But
I mean, that's been going on for centuries, though.
What I'm trying to say is
But
people
it
just
does
doing it
feel
to
very
everybody.
nice.
But I mean, people doing it like I just meet you, and that's part of my one night stand bag of tricks. Like, no,
So would you tell a guy not to eat you out?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm just trying to make sure.
But that is not that does not have the
but
same
you have-
germs as in my butt.
But you have blood that comes out. You have
But
a menstrual cycle.
We're not going to be doing this
Exactly.
during my menstrual
Some
cycle.
women don't
but
get clean right.
That's it.
Well, he said me.
So monkey wrench.
He said me.
Go wrench that monkey out.
He said me. Like,
Go take a bath in some
y'all
vinegar,
better
baby.
y'all better start doing that whiff test. How plop down on that sofa real quick and get up. Sometimes that's all you need to know.
I'm not gonna lie. My homegirl.
We not. So
No.
we not about to talk about that
It's
girl.
Vagina has a very unique smell. Whether it's clean.
It
or
smells
not
like bonding
clean.
glue.
It just has a unique.
See, I'm not
smell,
gonna let
too.
y'all little gay men up here talk about
No,
vaginas.
see, I'm a dancer. So when I was in high school, middle school,
It
and
smell like
some
what,
girls'
really?
vagina was
It
stink,
just smells
it
like-
smells like bonding glue. Bonding glue. Hair bonding glue.
No, that was not
Yes.
their vagina. That was coming out their hair.
No,
that was them weeds.
When they was changing their leotard, that was vagina.
They
Smell like
kept it in
bonding
their,
glue.
they kept it in their hair bag.
I'm not saying all girls, but I'm saying
It
right.
depends on what you eat, your diet, how much water,
I'm just saying.
the penis that you're taking in.
I'm just saying. Sometimes
Because
be
you can
like,
get BV and yeast infection from
You're not
men.
And that goes for
I know
guys
once
too. Like,
I said, look, you have a little funk, okay?
like I remember when I
But I mean,
first.
if that was your friend, you was in the right place.
I was being frank. I said,
You told her that?
you are too pretty to be having this thinking like that. Every time you use my bathroom, you just stink and get so angry.
Yeah, it smelled like some type
It
of sour.
stinks. I don't know what.
Right. Some type of.
What kind of girls are y'all hanging around? Because
Huh?
all the gay men up
Especially
here
like,
yes,
especially
it does.
like, you know, like when somebody like flop down on the sofa or something
That's
like
why I
that.
said you need to do
It
flop
just be
test.
like, oh no.
It just come up like whoosh.
It do. I just be like,
I
oh
don't know.
Lord.
I don't
But
know.
sometimes, you know, when it's clean, it still has a vagina smell.
I mean, but
Even when a girl uses a bath, like when she pees, I hate going to the bathroom as a girl
see,
pees.
hold on. When you pee, it depends on what you ate too, because you may not be smelling vagina.
I'll be like, oh my god.
That's like for guys, like they be like some guys they be having cottage cheese, like that smell.
You know,
That's
clean their
ugh.
penis.
Like
And
I remember when I first started, my first time doing oral, I made them wipe it off with alcohol and peroxide
Why did you even do it?
because I wanted
I'm
to
not-
try it.
I'm not about to do no cottage cheese, nothing. Like
No. It wasn't with no cottage cheese. No.
I'm saying you say you made him wipe it off, right?
Yeah, because
You mean he had to
I'm
wipe
a
the
clean
cottage,
freak.
or he had to wipe just period?
period.
Okay.
Hold on, let me not. Regina,
Point
not
blank,
all
period.
women smell.
Exactly. Not all women smell. Like I don't
Majority
know.
rules.
I don't know what kind of women y'all been around, but
No,
I'm around some beautiful girls.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be around some beautiful
this
girls.
ain't got nothing to do with looks. We're talking about
One thing
cleanliness.
I think that's a personal,
though.
like
I
that's
know
a
you ain't
hygiene
smelled
problem.
smelled you.
Because I'm
I never
clean
smelled
as
you
a
either.
whistle.
I'll let y'all know. But if y'all ever do something, I'll let y'all know. I will pull you to the side.
Child.
Hey, sir.
I pride myself
need a deep
on
cleaning.
pulling apart and cleaning from front to back. And you don't have
Can
to
you
do all
tell
this
girls
good
how
shit.
to wipe? Because some girls don't know
Front
how to
to
wipe.
back.
Let
Front
them know.
to back. And once you get to the back, throw it away. Get something else. Front to back. Repeat until it's clean. And if you can't get it clean with some tissue, get you some wipes.
And then like they fingernails sometimes, like
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. So we're going to wrap this thing up. Get us
That's
into
nasty.
our
Hey,
last
guys, we're
commercial.
going to take a quick recess break. Stay to raw.com. Say Lipstick Cognac or Roll Not Live via Facebook. Catch what's coming up next. Ow.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
What's up, guys? This is Lipstick and Cognac. Starting on Tuesday, you guys will be on rollingout.com and on our Facebook page, giving you all the tea you need for relationships. Here to help you out, man. Make sure y'all tune in from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. want to watch your favorite talk show, Lipstick and Cognac. Here with that dynamic duo, you don't want to miss Lipstick Shadio Comics and this Cognac Till Like It Is personality, man. It's going to be a great time. Make sure y'all tune in. Tune in on rollnout.com. This ROLLINGOUT.com. And also on Facebook, Rolling Out Facebook, man. It's going to be a great time. Y'all don't want to miss this. Great laugh, great talks, realness, truth. Man, we ain't race expert. We know what we talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. Rollnout.com, man. Lipstick and Cognac.
Thank you for tuning in to Lipstick and Cognac Show.
Lipstick got a story for
I ain't
y'all.
got no story.
Wait, I can't hear my mic.
We don't need to hear it. If you have been here with us, we have been talking about dating and STDs, STIs with J. Marcus. Oh, no, it was
M.J. Jones.
M. Jones,
M.
1986.
Jones.
So Marcus has been here enlightening us. Tell people where to find you, wrapping this up,
You
and
can
what you got going on.
You can find me on Instagram. That's mjones1986. What I got going on right now, I'm working on a couple of shoots for some editorial shoots for men's hair.
Okay.
Yes, and he's also on Twisted too.
Oh yeah, I'm on Twisted 2, season 2.
Oh, he didn't even say that.
I'm also on Cheaters Never Win. You can look that up on Vimeo, or you can watch the first episode of Twisted 2 season 2, episode 1 on YouTube, Dreamhouse Television.
I'm gonna audition for one of them episodes.
You should.
Don't come knock on the door like you still there.
Anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up. If you missed the show, please make sure you tune in and get the statistics, and make sure you're testing yourself. Test.
Yes, honestly, people.
And to be honest, if you're not testing, you're kind of crazy, because I get tested every time I go get my annual, and I'm married. So
yeah,
and I've done that since college. Like, that should just be a regular part of your health care, your woman care.
people, please, like, if I cannot stress enough, you don't know who life you can save or prevent just you getting tested. If you are scared, y'all can always call me. I will go down there with you. I've been there before. I went to, I was crying in Mark's living room before my test came out. Like,
And
I don't know
cussed
what
him
this
out.
gonna be. And thank God I'm negative. So I am learning every day. Tell the people where to find us.
Yeah,
to use condoms. I'm y'all not alone. To follow our great show, Facebook and Instagram is Lipstick and Cognac.
That's LIPSTICKANDCOGNAC.
And on Twitter, it's Lipstick_Cognac. You ain't gonna spell that?
Nope.
Oh, and on YouTube, Lipstick and Cognac page. And also, people, you can also email us a letter. We love our letters. We always will read it. We always want to make sure we do you
Email
right.
us at lipstickandcognac@gmail.com.
I want to laugh so bad, y'all. Lipstick, please tell the people how you
We
got
don't
off
have
that
time.
thing.
Right.
Y'all have a good one.
I didn't know Steve can burn for
Thank you.
JJ's.